Hey, welcome guys to part 26. We're in the DHV just near the Chronobiologist. And we're going to continue with the main story a little bit and do some side orders as well along the way. Get a trophy as well for one of the side orders. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to speed this up slightly, but all I'm doing, I'm taking out all the materials from the DHV that we're going to need to build these upcoming roads. There's 2 or 3 which we're going to build. They're quite expensive, so yeah, I've sped up my footage, but basically what we're taking, I'll slow down near the end so you can see exactly how much I've taken. I've just speeding up the part where I'm trying to combine all of them into a small container, if you know what I mean. Remember, you can cram 2 into 1 if it's just a little bit less. Yeah, so it's a road near, well, it's just past the river near Ghost Hunter. So it's going to be 2 roads. You're going to need in total 5,330 metals and 6,760 ceramics. So you need quite a lot. Yeah, I'd say again guys, 5,330 metals, 6,760 ceramics. Yeah, quite a bit. You always want to make sure you take a PCC level 2 with you as well. You'll find out why shortly. So yeah, PCC level 2. And yes, these are all the materials that I have. So I've slowed it down to normal speed now. Yes, that's probably about what you want, guys. So I think what I've got there is I have 7 750s of metals, 180. And ceramics I have 11 600s and 1 160. And of course, like I say, you want a PCC level 2. So once you've got all the materials, yes, head back over to Chronobiologist. Yeah, take this next few orders we're going to be doing. Yeah, we're going to go do 2 of the Ghost Hunter first, guys. Try and get them online. Ghost Hunter, it's one of them preppers late game which can be quite difficult to level up if you leave him till too late. But if you start working on him quite early, then hopefully it's not going to be a big problem. So we're going to take order 33, 109 and 452. Take all them. So order 33, sub order 109 and the standard order 452, I think it was. Yeah, take all 3 orders.
Order accepted. Thank you.
That's it. Once you've done so, get your truck. Yeah, I mean 2 of them are rescue. So it's only one with actual cargo at the moment. I'm going to take that one now to the Ghost Hunter. So try not to damage your cargo too much, so take your time. And on the way down, keep an eye out for any lost cargo for Ghost Hunter. You should find quite a bit now. So there's some there. Yeah, I don't think you can actually find any cargo for him until you bring Chronobiologist online. Yes, it's one of them which is kind of story gated. You can't bring him online until you get to a specific point in the story. Yes, you will find quite a bit lost cargo, guys, on the way down to him. Yeah, we're going to build these 2 roads. We're going to do a pretty cool side order where you're kind of on your bike and you've got bike mechs racing against you and you have to shoot them. Yeah, it's a pretty cool order. Yeah, then we do a few more side orders and then get back on with the main story. We will complete this main order in this video and get ready for the next main order. So yeah, keep looking out for Ghost Hunter cargo, guys, along the way down. Yeah, it's more there. You probably find like 3 to 5 lost cargo for him altogether. Yeah, with the Ghost Hunter, there'll be some times when his star rank gets locked, and even if you hold a bit of cargo back and deliver it afterwards, it will still be locked because it's kind of gated behind certain orders. So if you ever do lock him, his star rank, before I do or a bit later, you don't actually see what I do at that point because I'm going to be doing it a bit later on. Yes, hold some cargo back, of course, save your game, deliver it to him. If it does not move his rank at all, then keep it in storage. Because when it comes to delivering the orders later, which remove the lock, you want to make sure you got 1 piece lost cargo to deliver afterwards to trigger any new dialogue from him. Yeah, that goes for the adventurer as well, but we're not quite there yet. Yes, there's more cargo there for East Fort Knot. We're going to be making our way to East Fort Knot, guys, towards the end of this video. Yes, if you see any lost cargo for them, you can take it with you. Yes, East Fort Knot. And the reason we've come here before going to the Ghost Hunter is, that PCC level 2 we took? I want to put a transponder down here Yeah, so this bit's in the coal network just behind the Ghost Hunter. I think this is a network for the data scientists, or is it for East Fort Knott? I'm not quite sure. I can't recall what area covers this part. But yes, put down a transponder there, guys. Like I said, we're going to walk back here later. It's going to save a few minutes. And once you've done so, yeah, we're actually going to use it right now quickly. So we're going to walk back to East Fort Knott. Yes, I almost forgot to use it then. Yeah, back to East Fort Knott. The reason we're doing it this way is because I don't think this order was available before. But it's available now and we want to take it. So it's a recovery order where we're going to next. Yeah, so take that order, guys. 4, 4, 5 from East Fort Knott. Of course, because it's recovery, we don't have any cargo with us, so we can just take the order and then walk back to where we just was. So again, beach jump back to that transponder. Yeah, near the Ghost Hunter. Yeah, well, I'll explain more about Ghost Hunter, guys, as we you know, work towards his progress. We don't do too much now. I think we get him between 2 and 3 stars. Yeah, so if you had any cargo in your backpack, it might have been put in this terminal. So just make sure you take it out beforehand. Yeah, and a bit later on, I do actually take off one of my big batteries off my back and put on a large ammo container. The large ammo containers, they take up almost the same size as one of them batteries, by the way. One of the bigger batteries. They almost double your magazine size. You don't actually see how much they give you until you run out of ammo. But yeah, the amount of ammo you get back almost doubles what that weapon normally holds. Yeah, so just grab that last piece of lost cargo, guys, and then over here to the Ghost Hunter. Right, so let's deliver some cargo to him. Yeah, so hold some cargo back, of course. I always like to hold 2 pieces back. Sometimes I won't, just because I know I'm not going to get anywhere, you know, make any good progress. Because like you might be in like the last star rank, and you need so many lights to normally raise the final rank. But yes, when I do hold it back, I normally hold back 2. Especially early on, because you go through the first kind of 2 or 3 stars really quick. And you can get locked before each star, before it goes up to the next one. Right, so I'm going to put that cargo in the private locker. So yes, this other cargo for the Ghost Hunter, I'm going to leave it in the private locker. You can't actually bring them online yet. So just deliver that one cargo, save a few, and leave them in the private locker. You might want to save a few more than 2, maybe 3. That's it. Just leave it in there, guys, and then get back on your truck. Yes, leave any other cargo for Ghost Hunter, guys, in the private locker. Like I say, it's locked until we complete the side order. Yes, that side order, take it from the Ghost Hunter, because we'll be doing that next. Yeah, it's a sub order, I think it is. So yeah, make sure you take it. So over there, there's loads of BTs. So be very, very careful in your truck. It's very, very hard to spot BTs when you're driving your truck. A lot of times they won't appear until you drive right into them. So be careful. I think they hear your truck and they start coming to your location, but you don't really see them until almost on you. But yeah, I just grab that cargo for the East Fort Knott. There's a bit around there, but I'd like to grab that one first. And then come over here to the river. And going to drive across to that road paver. Yes, so one of these road pavers was already built for us. I think it gets built for you once you take that order from Chronobiologist. Somewhere near then, or maybe when completing that order, which we delivered to them in the previous video. This river's yellow or blue pretty much most of the way along. Just check before you cross, of course. Yeah, so build this road paver. Yeah, very, very expensive. They would be a lot cheaper, I guess, if you left them until later in the game. But just try and get all this built. One thing which will be nice about the grind at the end, yes, post-game is going to be quite a grind, but it's going to be nice that we don't have to worry about roads or monorails anymore, and they're all going to be built for us, guys, so we can use them. Yes, that's one thing I kind of regretted a little bit about the first game, not building the roads along the way. Right, so built that road paver. Now going to continue along this direction over to one at the end. But first, we're just going to cut across the river again, guys, and grab the cargo for this order, for one of these recovery orders. Yeah, we'll come back across afterwards and head to that final road paver, and where the Ghost Hunter suborder is taking us to. You might want to quick save before you cross the river as well, because if you mess this up, you're going to probably go back to Ghost Hunter, and you can't quick save when there's enemies around. So yeah, if you want to quick save, go back across the river and quick save. I forgot. I tried to do it here, and I forgot that and obviously did not remember that I can't. I should have done it earlier. So yeah, place any cargo in the truck. We want to go on foot, because like I say, it's harder to detect BTs in your truck, so you want to make sure you're on foot. Yeah, I was about to jump across the river and save it. Try doing it here, but no, it still won't let me. Okay, so I'm not going to quick save. Like I say, if you want to, can be a good idea. So if you mess this up and get spotted, you can just reload that save and continue and try again. So yes, remember the gold ones can be killed with your weapon, and the normal sized ones and the bigger ones, but the red ones cannot. They must be stealth killed, but there's no red BTs in this area. It's all gold and small ones. I don't think there's any big ones. I can't quite recall. There will be big ones here later, but there isn't at the moment. You know, like how the mule camps, if you leave them, they kind of get more powerful over time. Like they get more populated. I think it works similar in these BT areas. You know, over time, if you don't really eliminate many, then bigger BTs will spawn. Yeah, I'm not going to take home. I'm not going to take on too many. I mean, during the suborder coming up, we will be killing some mechs anyway, so we'll get some kills from that way. But with the BTs, it'll allow you to get some stealth kills, and you're going to lose your undetected bonus for any orders currently in progress when we do this suborder, guys, on the racetrack. Yeah, so don't worry about being undetected. You're going to lose that. But yeah, you want to try to stay in stealth if you can. Yeah, so fat ones have a lot of HP, so sometimes I like to stealth kill them if they're nearby. Yeah, so keep an eye out for any cargo for East Fort Knot. Yep, any cargo for East Fort Knot, because we are going to make a trip past there just after completing the suborder on the racetrack. Yes, little baby there. I've not actually tested exactly how many points little babies give you, but I assume it's kind of the same as the normal size BTs. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be more, is it? Not when they die so quickly. Yeah, so you see that search area? That's where that cargo should be for that order we took from East Fort Knot a bit earlier. Yeah, so if they do kind of become aware of something and they start making the tar chase you, as long as it don't catch you and make the puddle of tar around you, then you'll still remain undetected. You're still in stealth. Yeah, so another gold one. I think the gold ones represent that they drop a lot of coral crystals. So yeah, I'm going to try stealth kill him. Yeah, something else I wanted to mention. So from part 31 onwards, I've started making a text guide. Yeah, so once we get to part 31, I'll link in the description. I'll mention at the start of the video anyway. But yeah, it gets to a point where there's so many orders available. I mean, by the time we get to part 31, we've got about 160 orders or so. And they're just becoming a lot to juggle around. So I had to keep track of it. I had to write it down somewhere. So yes, I ended up making a text guide. Yeah, and it kind of explains everything. So if you miss anything I say, or just want, you know, a complete total of, for example, how many materials I'm taking out, you know, it will all be in there. What orders to take, what lost cargo to take from shared locker, stuff like that. I'm trying to list everything. There is a brief text guide at the moment in the pinned comments for all videos up to this point. Kindly that adds on Ohio, is that correct? And they've kind of been doing one for us for the yeah, like I say, it's a pinned comment, just briefly explains all his tips in this specific video. Yeah, I probably should have done one from, you know, from the get-go. But yeah, I just didn't have much time when it's, you know, when we first started. But I don't really have a choice now. Like I said, there's just too much to juggle around and it's just too much to remember. I need everything kind of wrote down in front of me. Yeah, so now I'm heading over to this. I don't think I'm going to eliminate it anymore. As you can see, there's 4 pieces of cargo for this order. Yeah, remember, this is the order we took from East Fort Knot a bit earlier. We're not going to go directly straight back after grabbing this. We're just going to grab it, go back to our truck, guys, go back across river and craft that final stretch of road. Yeah, so 4. It looks like I'm knocking out a few more then. Yeah, so we're going to have to come back to this area later to rescue the adventurer. Yeah, that's related to one of the preppers later on, which is very, very difficult to get to max rank, similar to the Ghost Hunter, but it's probably worse actually. Yeah, you see that ruins over there, guys, where you can just see all that green text? Yeah, that ruins is where the adventurer is inside. So when we come back here later for the adventurer, we're actually going to approach the ruins from the south. Is it southwest or southeast? I think it's southeast. We approach it from the southeast, and yeah, it allows you to get to the adventurer with only encountering 1 BT. Because if you drive straight through the BT area, it's just very difficult. You're going to have a lot of cargo, and the adventurer takes up a lot of space, so you can't really have anything with you if you're on foot. But yeah, we come around here, grab him, and then go back to the truck by just approaching it from that direction which you just saw on the camera. Right, but we've got all the cargo we need, guys, for that order. Oh, there's one more piece over here, almost forgot. Yeah, it's 4 pieces, got 3 almost close together, and then one of them is over here. And we are going to be going back to Chronobiologist, guys, near the end of this vid. So if you do see any cargo for Chronobiologist, you can grab that as well. I just spotted one there, but it don't really matter. But yeah, if you want to get it, we are going back to Chronobiologist a bit later. Yeah, I am killing way too many BTs, I think. Yeah, this fight coming up, you're probably going to eliminate about 10 mech enemies. And you should get 40 points each from each of them. It's about 10, maybe closer to 8. Yeah, some more cargo there for East Fort Knot. Yeah, be very careful. These BTs are everywhere, and that are so close. Yeah, careful you don't slide straight into a BT. Slide straight into his arms. Right, I think that's it. Let's get in the truck. Okay, let's take out one more. He's going to give me loads of crystals. Yeah, coral crystals later, by the way. There will be a lot of weapons which use coral crystals. So, having as many as possible. Yeah, you do want to just try to rack them up. When you see them, if you see like a large amount, take them. I mean, if it's just like a single quantity, where you might only get 5, you might get 40, you might get 60. Yes, a lot of times I leave the single ones, but if I see like a big cluster of crystals, I always like to grab them. Right, back in the truck and back across river. Yeah, so we're going to do this final bit of road. Yeah, in this sub-order, you have to be on a trike, and it has to be the start of night time, I believe. If you go near the end of night time, the sub-order don't trigger. So we're going to have to get a bike and the rest, but it's normally a safe house here. If there's not a safe house and you can't find a bike, it just means you're going to have to drive over to East Fort Knot, guys. Leave your truck there, get a bike and come back. And then of course we are going to be going over to East Fort Knot afterwards anyway, so you can just go back and get your truck with all your cargo. But just make sure you build the road first, of course. So yeah, across here, yeah, keep an eye out for any safe house. So there's a safe house if I need it. Thanks, whoever put that one down there. I think that one always has a lot of cargo for me as well inside, a lot of materials. Yeah, so see all these bike wreckages. This is where the kind of sub-order takes place. But first we are going to build this final bit of road. So this should complete the road all the way from East Fort Knot to the data scientist. Well, basically all the way from F2 to East Fort Knot. The road should be all built now after this. Yeah, this one needs a lot of materials. Yeah, so this builds a road across a river. Right, you can leave all your cargo in the truck for this. There's probably time for shelter nearby. If there is, leave your truck underneath it. That's what I should have done. But I think I left my truck outside in the rain. But yeah, if you leave your vehicle underneath the time for shelter, it'll protect it from the elements. There will be some weapons around here as well, because you're going to need them for this upcoming fight. So yes, grab 1 or 2 weapons you find, guys. Shotguns can come in quite useful. Yes, I'm going to put all my cargo in the truck. I do not want it on my back, so it's just going to get damaged in this next encounter. Yes, but all your cargo in the truck, guys. All you want on you is the weapons, basically. As in, like I say, you might want to ditch your truck underneath a time for shelter for now. Yeah, so I've got there 2 shotguns and a level 2 assault rifle. Yeah, so have a look around, guys. Hopefully there's going to be a bike nearby. Yes, there we go. If not, like I say, use the safe house or just drive over to East Fort Knot. Leave your truck there and bring a bike back. And then we'll go back there afterwards. You have to be on a bike for the sub-order, guys. So what you normally do, you come to this area during the sub-order, you see, and it will normally trigger it like a cutscene. But it has to be the start of night time. So if it's not a start of night time, you want to go and rest. You can't rest during timefall, as you're going to see now. Yeah, it'll let me sit down, but it will not let me go to sleep. So I either need to go into a nearby safe house or use a private locker, private room in a depot, or use a time for shelter, guys. Yes, if I come over to shelter, guys, I can sit underneath this and go to sleep. Yes, you can see the area here. I tried to go back into it after exiting, see if it trigger, but it won't. So you're probably going to have to sleep twice. I'm going to speed up the gameplay here. So if I sleep once, it'll take me to morning. Then if I sleep again, it'll take me to night time. So I'm going to sleep twice. Like I say, I speeded up the gameplay. So that's once. Yeah, sun has risen. And then let's do it a second time. The sun has set. Right, so now it should be the start of night time. The sun has risen and now the sun has set it. Right, drive over here and now it should trigger a cutscene. Like I say, it's a bit of problematic depending on what time of day. Yeah, it's a pretty cool sub-order. So you spawn on this racetrack floating in the sky or something. Yeah, and all these enemies will spawn around you. Try to get rid of these enemies as soon as possible, because if not, they drive ahead and then you have to chase after them. If you get rid of them all as they spawn, it'll drive past you. It will save you having to chase them. You'll see what I mean in a second. Because I'm going to have to chase one which got away. And sometimes it can look like you've killed them, guys, but you've not. So just make sure you do see them explode. Because sometimes you'll think you've knocked down the health bar and they've got like 1% HP left. Like this guy here. Look at his HP, nothing left. And he just managed to sneak by. But yes, eventually you have like the boss bike spawn. Yeah, back to my shotgun. Yeah, shotgun is good at close range, of course. Yes, that one on the right. There he is. You see the like purple lights? These kind of like the boss bike. But you have to take out every single bike to complete the order. And he's managed to creep away from me. I think, do I have it on casual or story mode? Right, yes. If you let him get away, guys, you're going to have to speed up to catch up to them. Yeah, they will eventually stop spawning once you kill so many. Maybe it is about 10 actually. Probably 12. They seem to spawn in groups of 3, don't they? Yeah, shotgun doesn't have very long range, so that's what you want a rifle for. No, it's too far away. Yeah, it's like a pretty cool section. Be nice if they did more orders on tracks like this. Or it'd be a nice sub-order to repeat as a standard order, like an elimination one. Maybe it does spawn this elimination one. We'll see a bit later. But yes, that's the last bike. There we go. We get a trophy, guys. Headless Rider Unmasked. Yeah, so I have managed to kill every single one really quick before. I didn't have to chase anybody. Yeah, I just killed them all as they kind of spawned next to me, like almost for like a few seconds. And it kind of ended the side quests really quick. Right, so that's it. Once you've done that one, We're not going to hand it in just yet. Like I say, we're going over to East Fort Knot next. We want to hand in that quest, which we just collected all the cargo from near the BTs. So yes, now get back in your truck. Hopefully it's still working. Yeah, I've left it in the timefall rain. Bad place to leave it. I should have left it underneath timefall shelter. Yeah, so make sure you've got all your cargo. You can get rid of any weapons you don't need anymore. Yeah, I am sick of that silenced weapon. Yeah, I'm in I've recorded up to part 32, I think. And I really dislike that silenced assault rifle now. It's just so like underpowered compared to some of the other weapons. It's mainly because the magazine is so small, and its total ammo capacity is really small as well. Yeah, got in the wrong vehicle. And again. Get in the truck, Sam. I don't know why I put that in my truck. I thought I put that empty shotgun on the floor, but never mind. Right, so yes, in the truck, and let's follow the road all the way to East Fort Knot. So you have the assist mode to drive in. You can actually just hold R2 and drive there that way. And I don't know what direction I'm going in now. Oh, it's facing the wrong direction. Yeah, so you know the assist mode for driving. It doesn't work when you're boosting, so you do go a lot slower. You just have to go at normal speed. But yeah, make sure you're not boosting, then hold R2. And make sure you're near the middle of the track. And you'll see like blue arrows on the back of the truck. And after about two or three seconds of doing it, you get like a little message on the book saying assist mode. And then you can just leave it by holding R2, guys, and you'll drive automatically. See, I'm hoping with the orders, when I come to grinding, I can do a lot of just going on the roads, speeding up that gameplay, and just letting myself drive automatically. Because of course, driving along the road, I don't really need to explain that. Yeah, and you don't really need a good path to take either, because you're just following the road. So it's going to be a very nice piece of gameplay to kind of speed up the series a bit. But we'll see later. It depends how I can optimise the orders. Yeah, so the road behind East Fort Knot, don't worry about it, guys. We're going to start building the road behind it once we unlock some of the preppers far behind this one and the depot F6. That's probably nearer to part 31/32 when we start working on the roads behind East Fort Knot. Yeah, don't do them yet. The roads immediately behind it, 1 or 2 roads and 1 or 2 monorails, they'll get built automatically for us later on in the story. So if you do it now, you're just kind of wasting materials and then wasting time. Right, so once here, yes, we're going to deliver this cargo. You can deliver it all at once. You can hold 1 or 2 back if you need to, but I just know that I'm not going to get him near any star rank yet, the next one.
No wonder everybody likes you. I sometimes forget just how much work you've done for them.
Well, I do, but there's no lock, as you can see. Yes, no lock between star 2 and star 3. There's no lock. Yeah, so the next plan of action will be to beach jump over to the Ghost Hunter. So we don't want to have any cargo with us. I'm just going to deliver that final piece which I held back. Yeah, we don't want any cargo. So when it comes to shared cargo, if you want to take some out, you can do, but you're going to have to leave it in your locker. You can drive back over if you want to, but I'm just going to beach jump so it's a bit quicker. And I don't want to be driving all the way over there just to move a bit of lost cargo around. The preppers we're going to be going past or visiting just before the end of this video. So we're going to Ghost Hunter next, then to the Chronobiologist, then we're going to Pizza Chef, and then to the Metagenomicist, where we'll finish up the video. Yeah, there we're going to next. So if you want to take any shared cargo for any of them, if you find any, or for anywhere near to them, yeah, by all means, take a truck, guys, lob it in there, and take it with you. Or take a bike even. But yes, I'm beach jumping, so I'm not taking anything with me. Yeah, so beach jump to that transponder we put near the Ghost Hunter. You could also, if you want to, by the way, with the East Fort Knot, take out any cargo for like Pioneer, the Mechanic, and Motherhood, because that will come in useful in part 31 or 32, you know, much later into the series, and leave that at East Fort Knot. Yeah, you could do that if you want to, guys, just give you a bit more cargo for later. But yeah, so when you get to Ghost Hunter, just run around to him. Doesn't matter that you're on foot, because we're going to build a coffin in a second. Yeah, this will bring him online finally. Yeah, finally bring him online. So let's come over to the terminal. Yes, you can hold 1 or 2 back. Yeah, when it comes to Prepper Starter, Ghost Hunter, Adventurer, I think there's a few others, but I know them two for sure at the moment. When you're doing their orders, because there's not many orders available for them, and it can take a long time to get star ranks up, when you do orders for them, you know, try to maximize your points on them. I'll let you know about this in due time, of course, when we do them orders. But yeah, just looking ahead, when it comes to these orders for very, very high to level up preppers, which are out of the way, and you don't get many lost cargo or orders from them, or the orders are very small, it's a good idea to get as many combat and stealth points as possible, because of course that's going to increase the total likes you get, and so you're going to level them up quicker. Even though you're doing very few orders, you're getting more likes, almost double. But yeah, like I say, I'll mention all that in due time when the point arrives. So hopefully you can get this guy up to about 2.9 stars. At 2.9 stars, it's usually enough to trigger his next sub order. He'll send you a message. Of course, it's not going to happen yet. We'll come to that later. But yeah, try to get him up as far as possible to 2.9. Then take out this order from him. This order is to deliver to the pizza chef. So yes, take that order, guys. Deliver the occult magazines. Yeah, to the pizza chef. Once got that order, next thing to do is to find a coffin board. Yes, we'll find a truck, sorry. Because this cargo, we want to put it in a truck first. And then we're going to craft a coffin board as well. And also put that in the truck. So yeah, sorry, you want to find a truck nearby. If you can. You can go back up to Chronobiologist and get one from there if you want to. Or just make 2 trips on your coffin board later. Which need a truck in order to carry this cargo we're about to collect. And this cargo I've currently got on my back. Yeah, there's a few ways to do it, but yeah, the way I'm going to do it is just use a truck that somebody's left nearby. And we're actually going to drive over to that river, and we're going to complete that not sub order, but the order for Chronobiologist now, where you have to grab all that cargo in that river nearby. Yeah, that's the next order we're going to be completing. So we need some space. So I'm going to put my cargo in here. You can check the Ghost Hunter as well if you want while you're here, if he's got any cargo for Chronobiologist and Metagenomicist as well. Yeah, coffin board takes up a lot of space, but you can put them in your trucks, which is quite cool. Yeah, just take up a lot of space. So put all the cargo in there, guys, and the coffin boards. Come over to the river. Yeah, so I just got a message from him. Yeah, so we're going to complete this order now by grabbing all that cargo. Yes, there's 6 pieces of cargo there. That's for the Chronobiologist. As you can see, they're all extra large. Well, sorry, not all of them. Yes, you're going to have to... Actually, I think they all are. I think that smaller one I saw was actually just random lost cargo of somebody else. Yes, make sure you got an empty backpack. Get your coffin board, and you're going to have to grab 3, drop them off, and then grab the other 3. Yeah, so here's one of them. Yeah, so 6 pieces of cargo. That's one. You've got a second one over here. And then the other 4 should be on the other side, I think. Yes, that's 3. Yeah, that'd be 4. So I'm going to go and lock all these in my truck. And then go and get the remaining pieces. Yeah, when you're on the coffin board, guys, if you can get onto a river, great. Because you'll just move a lot quicker on rivers, and because there's nothing in your way, no obstacles. Yeah, you can just move across rivers really fast when you're on the coffin board. So put all them in the truck, and then go and get the remaining. I think there's 2 more left to get. Yes, I'm also going to drive a bit further and see that lost cargo for Chronobiologist. I'm going to grab that one as well. Yeah, these videos are getting quite long, aren't they? But a bit later, the length is going to kind of vary a bit. Sometimes it'll be like a 30-minute episode, sometimes it might be 45, sometimes it might be 1 hour. It just depends. But yeah, there might be a point where there's like 30-minute videos for like a good 6 days or so. Just because I haven't quite had time to do 1 hour videos at that point.
Okay.
But yeah, I will try to make them longer where I can, but the length may vary slightly. Right, so once you've got them all, you can leave your coffin board here now. Leave it there for somebody else to use. Yeah, we don't need it anymore. Not for the time being anyway. Thing is, I don't think you can fit it in your truck now. You might be able to actually. I mean, I don't have too much cargo in there. But yeah, but if you leave it there, somebody else can use it. Right, so come back up here. We're making our way back up to a Chronobiologist. Of course, we've got all our cargo in the truck. Keep an eye out for any cargo on the way up, for like Chronobiologist or even maybe a Ghost Hunter, which you can drop off later. Yeah, there might be one more piece for the Ghost Hunter. There's normally a piece on, you know that direction I'm facing at the moment? There's normally one on one of the cliffs to the right. Yeah, and the truck is quite slow going up here, by the way. Yeah, we will come back up here later, but we'll have the off-road tyres by then. And the truck just climbs a lot better with the off-road tyres. But yeah, there will be parts where you slow right down. But don't worry, it will speed up again once you get to the snow. It just gets quite steep just before you reach the snow. Yeah, so you see that one there, Ghost Hunter. If you see that one, go and grab it. I'm not quite sure if I do or not, but I should have. Am I? It looks like I'm facing that direction. Nope, looks like I decided not to. Maybe I'm going to grab it on the way down. Yeah, so it gets quite steep at this point, like I say, just before you get to the snow. But it will kind of get a bit better as the incline, you know, lessens a little bit. It's not quite steep. Yes, I'm going a bit quicker now. Yes, there's no more roads to do for quite a while. Like I say, probably no more roads until we get to like probably video 31 or 32. Right, so let's deliver all this cargo. Yeah, of course, be careful guys, you don't want to damage your cargo. The better condition it's in, the more lights you're going to get. Not a massive amount of difference, but yeah, it all helps. Yeah, so you could get max 100 points each for that, from threat elimination and stealth.
Order completed. Well done.
And I'll just deliver that lost cargo I held back.
Wait, is that what I
There we go, 3 stars.
I appreciate all your help.
Yeah, another accessory for my backpack.
Order completed. Well done.
Right, so shared cargo, if you want to take any, yeah, our next stop is the Pizza Chef. We're going to crack on with the main order now. Yeah, next stop is the Pizza Chef, guys, and then it's going to be the Metagenomicist. They are our next stop. So if you want to take any cargo for any preppers nearby, you can do. Yes, you can do. Yes, and make sure you got the order for the Pizza Chef, which you took from the Ghost Hunter. But I think I do take a bike here. There's normally a bike over there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I almost always find a bike here on my other account as well. Yeah, so jump on the bike, guys. Yeah, we have to grab an animal for this main order. Yeah, that looks really steep, that ramp. Yeah, when you put ramps down, don't put them too steep. Because what happens when you hit a really steep ramp, it slows you down because it's too sharp of an angle, and it just like it's like colliding with an object, and it slows you down. It kind of lessens how far you jump. Yeah, so avoid that Ghost Hunter cargo again. I should have got that and dropped it off in the private locker. Yeah, that cargo's there for you guys. Grab it and drop it off in the Ghost Hunter private locker, ready for later. Yeah, and you'll fly down here on your bike.
Feels good.
Yeah, maybe it's this ramp. Yeah, I kind of crashed straight into it. Even if you do a wheelie. Oh no, that wasn't too bad actually. But yeah, a lot of time, if the ramp is too steep to the surface it's put on, yeah, it'll slow you down once you hit it. Just make sure it's nice, a gradual kind of slope from the ramp to the surface it's attached to. Yeah, we have to rescue an animal. Yeah, you can keep scanning, see if you find any cargo. I think I still need to bring a data scientist up to 5 stars, but she's not going to be hard at all. She's quite close to getting to max rank anyway. Yeah, you might find some cargo for the Metagenomicist. If you do, grab some. There's a small one there just near that big bridge which somebody's put down for me. By the way, do not try to increase your bridge link at a bridge. That's not how it works. Yeah, see some random porter stuck around a bridge for ages trying to figure out how to raise his bridge link. I'm sure there's some somewhere. Yeah, so where this cargo is taking to this order, yeah, keep an eye out for any cargo around that location as well, because there's a lot of lost cargo in this like rock area, where it's rocky area. Yeah, loads for Metagenomicist as well. So there's the animal. Yeah, a little like flamingo looking thing, just it's not pink. Ostrich. Yeah, so grab that. Or sorry, emu. Yeah, grab the emu. Right, it takes up quite a lot of space. Right, and now to the pizza chef. Yes, like I say, we're going to the Metagenomicist next. So if you see any cargo for them and you've got a space, try to grab it. Metagenomicist are going to give us the capture grenades, which allow you to capture a BT. It's quite cool. It allows you to spawn like an ally during big BT fights. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to grab much, so I don't have space. There's an extra large there for Metagenomicist. Oh, I do have space. I didn't think I would have been able to fit it on. Right, yeah, try not to ram into any rocks. So, pizza chef, yeah, that's our next stop. Yeah, so this mule camp we're going past now. Yeah, later on there's gonna be 21 enemies here. We're gonna take them all out. But like I say, you can use the cargo catapult to drop in on them. You land on the enemy on the roof, and then from there you can put down a stealth grenade, hide inside the stealth object it creates, and then attack all the enemies as they come up to you. Really easy to do. Just got to make sure you do not fire a loud weapon on the on top of the roof if there's any enemies close by, because they can immediately detect you, especially if the captain is still underneath the roof in the room below. If you shoot a loud weapon on the top, he just like detects you straight away. Yep, so pizza chef, let's deliver the magazines to him. Yeah, something for him to read tonight. I'm not sure what type of magazines, if they're the dirty type. Yeah, whatever. I do not open packages, I just deliver them. Or maybe they're colouring books, I don't quite know what he likes to do in his own time. Yeah, there you go, mate. We'll get you crayons from another depot later. Yeah, deliver a box of crayons to him. Yeah, there's a BT fight coming up as well, so make sure you've got a good weapon with you. Yes, a BT fight coming up. You don't have to fight this BT, by the way. If you drive around the area, you'll see where he triggers for me. If you try to steer quite far away from that, you'll avoid the BT trigger area. Yeah, so just deliver that cargo, guys, to Pizza Chef, and then jump back on your bike and carry on up the hill. Yeah, go around it if you want to avoid it. But I'm going to take him out, just be more points for the order. and of course get us a big chunk of crystals as well. And to be honest, if you avoid this area, it might make it so there might be an elimination order later that brings you here, and if you don't defeat this enemy, it might make it so that order doesn't appear. So yes, make sure you spawn it, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, come here, I'll spawn a BT straight away. So yeah, later on when you get the X capture grenades, you lob the capture grenade at the BT, the catcher. Yeah, these bigger BTs are called catchers. You have to weaken it, and then once its health is red, you lob a capture grenade. Now if you lob in its mouth where it's yellow, you capture it straight away. But if you hit its body, you've got to lob about 5 or 6 at it to catch it. Sometimes that can be better, because you can be waiting a long time for sometimes for its mouth to open. And when the catchers dive beneath the tar, by the way, and you don't know where they're going to pop up from, watch your scanner. Yeah, watch your upper deck. Because when it starts flashing in a certain direction again, that means the catcher has appeared in that direction. So you can just quickly switch that direction, guys, and you'll see the catcher. So again, so he's gone underneath again, submerged himself. Yeah, it looks like one of the enemies from Abe's Odyssey. What they call this, it's scarabs. I can't remember what they're called now. Yeah, it's basically one of them, just like a giant version. Yeah, but I got him, so I'm going to grab all the Kyle crystals. Right, get back on your bike. Should be nearby, hopefully. Yes, let's make our way to Metagenomicist. Yeah, be very careful along the way. It can be quite rocky, but will still be a little bit more cargo for him if you keep a good lookout. There is a big river we have to cross, but hopefully it's quite shallow for you at the moment, and it's not like a flood. Yes, we just left the car network, so make sure you've got plenty of battery. Yes, that's where that BT area is, guys. So you do want to knock out that BT, because if you don't, and there's an elimination order which appears there later, it might not appear. Yeah, because there'll be one part coming up in the next video, I think it's going to be. There's some BTs down the bottom of the hill, a BT, and later on a elimination order appears there. And I kind of think that if you don't take out that BT, then elimination order doesn't appear there. Yeah, because a lot of these elimination orders, they don't appear unless you complete a specific order which takes you to that area. I think it's so that it doesn't kind of interfere with something else which can happen there. So you have to kind of complete the first task first before it allows the elimination orders to spawn in. You know, so like I say, so they don't like conflict with each other. I don't quite know how it's been worked. But yeah, be very careful coming up here. I think I've took the wrong path actually. Yeah, I guess this is why it's a good idea to plan your routes by drawing a line. I mean, I kind of thought I could remember where to go because I've done it a few times, but I guess I still can't. So yes, that monorail. Oh, I think that's what I was doing. So I went over there because I wanted to discover that monorail. But it doesn't really matter anyway, because I'm going to tell you later, of course, like I have been doing, exactly how many materials you need to craft it or build it. And I can't take any more cargo. So I'm going to spend like a good 30 minutes now to try and squeeze this cargo into my back. There you go, try and fit it in my back pocket. Yeah, I'm going to be here for a good few minutes now trying to squeeze this in somewhere. It's because I managed to squeeze this on my back on my other accounts. So I'm just not quite sure why I don't have much space now. I guess maybe I just managed to pick up one more piece of cargo, which I didn't beforehand. I've also got an extra weapon which I want to get rid of. What I don't like sometimes is you put your weapon on your tool rack, and when your weapon's on the tool rack, it doesn't really take up any space, and you can teleport and it'll stay there. But sometimes that weapon on your tool rack, it'll get moved around, so sometimes it'll get put on your back. You know, when you pick up specific cargo, it kind of takes it off your tool rack. I'm not quite sure if it's when you equip it or not. You know, equip it and put it back away, it automatically puts it on its back, I don't know. But yeah, that's a bit annoying at times. But if you ever auto-arrange your cargo, auto-arrange will normally put a weapon straight onto your tool rack, guys, if it's not currently on there. So that can be another quick way to get it back onto your tool rack. But I think I just managed to fit it on. Too busy chatting away. But yes, once done guys, come down to Metagenomicist. Yeah, DHV will come here. It looks like one of them areas where the DHV is not going to bother parking, but it does. It's got like a little parking spot just outside. Free parking as well. Right, deliver the emu. Yeah, I need to be quick and get this bloody emu off my back, because it pooped itself during that catcher fight and it bloody stinks.
You took excellent care of this cargo.
Yeah, it's just been sitting there in the cargo. I guess it's been keeping me warm slightly. You know, it kept my back warm.
Something I didn't think I'd ever get back.
Yeah, we deliver all them. Yeah, so you get to 1.9 stars, she gets locked there. Yeah, and you're going to get the EX capture grenade. But when you do capture BTs, guys, when you try to use them on other catcher fights, it costs Kyle crystals to spawn them. So it's not something you want to just like do all the time. And it normally depends on the strength of the BT. And keep that with you guys, we're going to be using it later in the next video. Yeah, put it in your utility pouch. You might want to get rid of one stack of grenades so you got space.
All hooked up at last.
Yeah, some of the smaller BTs will cost like only 200 Kyle crystals to use. Some will cost 500. There's one which costs almost 1,000, I think, to use. But when you do summon a BT, your own BT for fight, it completely takes all the aggro for you. So no BTs will attack you at all during that specific fight if you've got your own BT of, you know, active somewhere. Yeah, it like they draw like 100% of the aggro for some reason, which is a bit weird. You thought they'd like switch aggro, like sometimes to go for the BT, sometimes to go for you, but no, they take all the aggro, which is good. I'm going to deliver the rest of the cargo. I held a little bit back, just so I can get past that star lock. There you go. Got just into her 3rd star.
You can use more of my.
Yeah, get another gear item. Yes, Compecco. Yes, I'm going to save my game, guys, and that'll be it for part 26. Yeah, quite a long one there. But yeah, we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on part 27 tomorrow.
Thanks, Pecco.